We come together tonight not only to celebrate the spirit of service and of giving and of gratitude, but also to remember, as we've talked about, and honor those who have left an indelible mark in our hearts and the lives as well of our veterans. And one such individual we want to take a moment and talk about holds a very special place in a lot of hearts in this building tonight, and that is the late John Kinnear. To honor our friend John, I would like to invite former Airpower Foundation Chairman Sid Epps and also Roman Palomares up to the podium for us. Gentlemen.
I got to get the right height. Hey, we're here tonight to celebrate the life of John Kinnear, a close and dear friend to all of us in the Airpower Council, Airpower Foundation, and to the military. John was an extraordinary human being that really enjoyed supporting and helping the military any way he could and helping to promote the council and the foundation. At his funeral a couple weeks ago, they asked for us to say anything, one word that best described how we knew John. And the words that came out were patriot, mentor, service, and volunteer, plus some I can't repeat. John was a terrific guy. He was 87 years old, and he had a career in the respiratory care. And he, every time I'd come back from, I'd have some kind of respiratory deal, and he'd say, what they put on you? And I said, well, they had this thing hooked, and I had to breathe through this. He said, I invented that. And he was right. He invented a lot of the respiratory items that we use still today in the hospitals. And he also worked under President Reagan. And that kind of got him started into his political side. But John was the reason that there's a number of us here now that support and were part of the Airpower Foundation and the Airpower Council. Roman and I he goes way back with John. I go back to the time I was having a dinner with my wife and John and his wife. And I'd never met John before. And the first thing he started talking and telling me about was the Airpower Council. And would I like to participate? And I said, hell, I don't even know what that is. He said, well, let me tell you what it is. And he gave such a convincing story about the Airpower Council. I said, hell yeah, I want to be part of that. And I was for a number of years. Then ended up missing a meeting, and they voted me as chairman. But that was right, I was right behind Roman. And so we went from being and working in the Airpower Council to moving into the Airpower Foundation. John is the reason that a lot of the things we do today out here right now, you can contribute to John and his mentoring of a number of us so that we could do what we do now. He was that spark that kept us going, and we really appreciate all the things that John helped us with, and it's truly a celebration of his life for what we do here now.
Just real quickly here, I had the opportunity to meet John. We were both in Washington in 1980. Both of us were working for the Reagan administration. He was at the White House, and I was at another federal agency. We became good friends. In the last 25 years, John was my neighbor, was my mentor. We chummed around for about 25 years. As we express our heartfelt appreciation for John's invaluable contributions, let us also acknowledge the personal sacrifices and tireless effort that often go unseen but form the backbone of effective leadership. It is leaders like John Kinnear who elevate organizations to new heights, leaving a legacy that extends far beyond the boundaries of their tenure. and we thank John Kinnear for that. Though we bid John a fond farewell tonight, his influence and wisdom will undoubtedly continue to resonate within our organization. As we look to the future, let us carry forward the lessons we learned, the standards he set, and the spirit of excellence that he instilled in all of us. In recognition of John's exemplary service, we extend our deepest gratitude to his family who is here tonight. Thank you, John Kinnear, for your unwavering dedication and the indelible mark you left on the Airpower Foundation. Thank you very much.
John Kinnear is a name that's going to be in our hearts forever and ever.